Hello all. So today's video is all about the bug bounty tip which was shared by Ravindra Lakhara aka Rutex Ravi based on Ganglia unauthenticated dashboard access. So kudos to Ravindra for sharing this tip with us. Before moving to this, let's understand what is Ganglia. So Ganglia is a computer program that help an organization to keep an eye on how well a bunch of computers are working together. It watches things like how fast they are working, how much they are talking to each other, and if they are running out of space to store things. This way, if anything isn't working right, people can fix it quickly before it causes big problem. It's like having a special tool to make sure all the computers in a group are working properly and doing their jobs well. So basically, it monitors the CPU, memory, and other things, and show it as in a graph. So a person or an administrator can easily understand what is going on with the multiple machines which they set up in their organizations. So I hope you guys are understand what is Ganglia. So now move to the practical scenario. So if you want to find Ganglia based systems or a host, you can use Shodan by using this doc http:// and in double quotes. Let's just open the first host or IP. So as you can see, it's an unauthenticated dashboard. You can see the graphs, the machines, like there are CPU total of 808, host up are 49, host down 0. You can identify the organization, machines and their behaviors, like how they are working. So basically you can get the information about your target. So now the question is, why is it a P1 and not a P4? There are some people who ask question in that bug bounty tip shared by Ravindra. So I also did some research on that why is it a P1, because a nuclear template it mentioned that as a low severity. So first point is it that Ganglia is an unauthenticated dashboard. So there is no such login functionality implemented in Ganglia. You have to use some other methods like port forwarding, tunneling, LDAP and other stuff to secure your organization dashboard. That is the one point which we can understand why is it a P1. There are some other points which can help us to understand why is it a P1. Are like you can check the machine's behavior. You can gather information with that. Also, it fall under the compliance. Like there are some compliance rules and regulations in which an unauthenticated dashboard or a direct access to dashboard fall under a critical vulnerability. Without authentication in dashboard, there is a risk that malicious user could tamper with the monitoring system, such as altering performance metrics or injecting malicious code, leading to system instability or compromise. So these are some issues which why companies like as Ravindra shared the screenshot of P1 vulnerability marked it Bugcrowd marked it as P1 because it falls under the regulatory compliance, falls under the data exposure, fall under the risk of manipulation. That's why the company or the triage team marked it as P1. But yeah, there are many chances that it can fall under P4 also, because there are depend on the how many systems are there in that dashboard, or maybe there is no data, maybe there are only 2 machines or 3 machines or 2 or 3 graphs based on the machines you can, or maybe there are lesser things you can perform on dashboard. So based on that, it can fall to P4 also. So without any further exploitation, if you just directly report it or don't do any research on that particular target or host, then in that case, triage team may be ask for more information from you, like how you gonna exploit, like hacker one do this. If you just directly report this thing, so they're gonna ask you about more details, more information, like what you can do, what you can gain with this. So you have to keep in mind that in case if you are reporting these vulnerabilities, you have to provide extra details like what attacker can gain from this. Are there any chances of manipulation in the graphs in the machines, or attacker can exploit it or chain it with vulnerabilities or not. Like why this vulnerability can fall on both P1 and P4 or low or high severity. So that's it for today's video. I hope it helped some of you guys who have a question about why this vulnerability is accepted as P1 and not as P4.